collective garden, a lot of people are mixing it up with community gardens as first. So community gardens are mostly run by the city and everyone has their own little plot. And we have about 10 collective gardens here in N.D.G, but instead of everyone having their own plot, people share a whole gardening space together, and they all garden once a week together, and there's an animator each time that's coming into the garden and that's facilitating the group process, and that's teaching people a little bit how to grow their own vegetables. So our mission as Action Communiterre is to work like in food security, to promote food security and urban agriculture. So through the collective gardening, we want to increase the access of the community to fresh and healthy food. But at the same time, we want to teach people the skills to be able to grow their own food. The food that's produced in the gardens of Action Communiterre is actually shared among the gardeners. So during harvest time, everyone ends up going home with a little bucket of organic vegetables. And one part of the harvest is going to the N.D.G food depot or to other partners. So our idea is to have more food security for people that work in the gardens, but at the same time give a part back to the community for those people that are not able to come to the gardens and work there.
My name is Kathy, and I'm a volunteer at the N.D.G Food Depot. We have this mission statement that says we're here to give food to people that don't have enough to eat, and recognizing that a lot of people that don't have very much are also living in social isolation. So a lot of what we do tries to recognize that people are very alone in the world. Nutritious food is also important, not just food, and we don't give out craft dinner anymore, and we've tried to make our menu healthier. And certainly fresh fruits and vegetables are really popular. And when I think about food security, I think it's helpful to kind of refer back to the UN Charter, which says that access to food is a human right. And that right is not about charity, but about ensuring that people have the capacity to feed themselves with dignity.
My name is N.D.G Wiley. I'm the animator of this garden, so I've been hired by Action Communiterre to kind of take care of the volunteers that are working in this garden and make sure it's running smoothly. A couple of teenagers who are here, a couple of members of the church, a couple of young families from the area. A pretty good mix. Yeah, we started mixing up the design of the garden beds a little bit. We've got some pretty straight rectangular beds on the two sides, but in the center we've got kind of a sun pattern with rays coming out from like central round bed. And the big triangles that form the rays have keyholes in them. So this is instead of dividing the bed in half so that you can reach in from both sides, it's a bigger bed with a small path that you can walk into. So it just means you're saving a bunch of extra space that you can also be using for growing instead of for walking on. The other thing about working in a garden like this is you get to eat fresh produce that you've grown all season, which is also something that you very rarely get to do in a city. Like, it's so healthy for you and it's so rewarding. I find living in a city is sometimes very isolating, and I think a lot of people find that same, experience that same thing. You're separated from the natural world in a pretty serious way. I think that's one thing I get from this garden and from working in gardens in the city is just an opportunity to work alongside a bunch of other people.
That community gardening is a viable alternative to spending money in stores, and particularly for people with families, they can get the kids involved with it and take pride in it like that, and I think that kids could really benefit a lot from being in touch with the earth. And so I think it's a family thing as well as a community thing. And it instills good values in kids that you actually have to do some work and make them realize that the plants don't grow at the IGA, they're actually in the field somewhere, and somebody has to take the time and effort to help it along and reap the benefits.
am the garden coordinator here at St. Monica Elementary School. I have been working in urban agriculture for the last couple of years with Action Communiterre here in N.D.G. And there was an opportunity at McGill for graduating students to apply for a fellowship. So I applied to do a garden here at St. Monica, and I got it. So I started in mid-March, early April, here every day with the kids, planting seeds in the classroom, watering them, learning about plants and vegetables and eating healthy. And now we have this beautiful garden thanks to the kids and their parents and lots of help from the community, and so I'll be here till the end of the season. I think gardening has an amazing opportunity to build community, to bring people together. First of all, you're outside, you see who your neighbors are, you're enjoying the sunshine, and in a project like this, where it's not just your personal garden, but you're gardening with lots of kids and their families, and everyone gets involved. You know, that's what community involvement, building community is all about, just getting people together. You can say hi.
Hi. Oh, my brother.
That's what it's really all about, is just getting to know the people that you're around and bringing smiles and maybe a little bit of education in there too.